Today I'm going to be playing EU4 as the nation of Württemberg, a two-province minor nation located in the southern portion of Germany inside the HRE with some pretty good national ideas. Now, since this is our second to last ever campaign inside the Holy Roman Empire in A to Z, and since for the last one, we're actually going to be forming the HRE, which we've never done, that's coming right up as Würzburg, for this one, let's do something we've done quite a lot, but just for the last time. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, as Württemberg today, because of their really good conquest-focused national ideas, our goal is gonna be to dismantle the Holy Roman Empire, a classic goal in our A to Z series right here. And not only that, we also need to conquer every single province that starts in the HRE in 1444. A very difficult and highly torturous goal for our second to last campaign in the Holy Roman Empire. So let's jump in. Alright, here we are as Württemberg, ladies and gentlemen, in our second to last campaign in the Holy Roman Empire. Like I said, man, these guys right here, they got a pretty good set of national ideas, starting off with plus 10% trade efficiency and plus 1 year legitimacy, finishing up with plus 30% improved relations, which is huge and is going to help us avoid coalitions, which we might get some during this campaign. We got plus 1 possible advisors, plus 15% national manpower, minus 1 national rest, manpower recovery speed, tolerance of the true faith, yearly prestige, and minus 10% AE impact. We got the small, short and sweet here, little Swabian mission tree. We can form Swabia. We probably will, honestly. We can form Germany. We also probably will. Let's do those things for the last time as well. And we just start off as a regular monarchy, feudal nobility right there. So yeah, that's all you really need to know about Württemberg. But as for the goals, man, the two goals are obviously to dismantle the HRE. You need to do that by controlling or being allied to every elector and controlling the capital of the current emperor, which is Austria. We'll get to it when we get to it. And every single province you see in this map mode that's colored in is what we're gonna have to conquer. If the HRE expands outside of this, it's not a part of our goal. If someone removes a province, it's still a part of our goal because it's originally a part of the HRE. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get right into it. Alright, estate stuff done. Now, actually, we could get elected HRE Emperor over here, which would help our conquests. I mean, it really doesn't matter when we dismantle it. Earlier would be better, sure, for the aggressive expansion, but I guess I'll take Imperial Ambition here and build the force limit. That gives us some claims, linked up with Austria, Saxony, Cologne. Gonna try and get with Brandenburg, but maybe I can't because we allied with Saxony. And yeah, just gonna start off fighting some minor guys around me, man. A couple of free cities around us as well, which of course are annoying to conquer, but hey, let's hit Baden here immediately, man. Let's just get the claim, you know, the month pick. All right, should have a claim on Baden. Yep, there it is. Let's just go in. Yeah, war chugging along nicely. I think this is a pretty good path to go in early right here. You know, knock out Strasbourg and Milhouse here as well, because there is a chance Provence gets annexed by someone and Lorraine ends up by itself in the HRE. These are pretty rich high-def provinces, but we still want to be next to them and potentially nab them. And yes, we are going to be conquering the Italian things too, even though the Italian guys will most likely leave the HRE. Not most likely, who the hell am I kidding? They always leave it. And we're done. That's a full annex on Baden. Should we try and go for Burgundy? Right now, obviously, that's not possible, but they do have quite a lot of land in the HRE, man. And I don't know if I mentioned this at the start, but we can only own this land, right? Only this. We can't expand outside of it. So maybe I try and go for Burgundy. If we do end up getting that land, I can just release vassals there or whatever. Let's go in on Strasbourg now. They're allied to Ansbach, which I can humiliate because they're my rival. Humiliated Ansbach, and that's another war done. Burgundy actually did end up taking Metz right here. Well, we're dominating Swabia. Maybe that's gonna... close. Well, there's an alliance, which allows us to get the royal marriage. Nice! Cool. If I do end up getting Burgundy, which I most likely will, I will give away their provinces that aren't in the HRE. I'll release a subject there, or just click return province or something. But yeah, man, our second to last campaign in A to Z in the HRE. Last one is obviously Würzburg, like I said in the intro. With these guys, we're actually gonna pass all of the imperial reforms and actually Renovato Imperii right here, form the Holy Roman Empire, which I haven't ever done, I don't think, in A to Z. Remind me if I have, but I don't think I have. I think these are two pretty worthy goals of the last two episodes in the HRE, man. High income. Let's bump Stuttgart up to 15 as well. Oh, dude, I'm so lucky. Austria just passed pragmatic sanction, which allows females to be elected emperor. which is great because my guy also has a daughter or something, or the heir is female at least. There's expand Württemberg, which is nice. I bumped it up to 30. It wasn't really for the pushing of the Renaissance, it was more for the age ability, but that's awesome. All right, a little bit of time has passed. AE is non-existent. Let's go ahead and hit Milhouse here, who's actually expanded into the, into the last Lorraine province, and take Milhouse and Nancy right here. Let's actually declare for that because it's more expensive. Nassau and Burgons. Yeah, I'm gonna call in the boys. Let's check elections. Yeah, I'm being voted for right now. Cool. When Austria dies, I'll get elected. Now, the thing is, when you're emperor, you can't actually dismantle the HRE. So even if we start being the emperor, at a certain point, we're going to have to stop in order to dismantle it. But, yeah, what would the strategy for that be? Because I can dismantle it fairly easy now as well. Actually, no, I can't link with Austria or Brandenburg or the Palatinate. They all hate me. And Austria isn't allied to any of them. So yeah, right now there's no real way to do it. Yeah, I guess we just continue expanding. The only downside to not dismantling it sooner is, like I said, the AE, but it's not that bad. Consort Regency. And we're done. There's Milhouse full annexed, and finally an actual border over here. Okay, we're not going this way, obviously. Tier 2 reform time. Let's go strengthen noble privileges. Burgundy actually ditched me. They desire Nanzig. That sucks, they didn't desire it before I declared. We're still married, but the chances of us getting it are low. Italians left the HRE. Obviously, I know which provinces, start in the HRE. Interestingly, this province we can't conquer because East Frisia doesn't start in the HRE, but they have joined, obviously. They almost always join. There's Mill 5 and Admin 5. First idea group time. We gotta go Diplo here, man. Yeah. To avoid the coalitions, province work score cost, pretty standard, I think. Alright, so now we got two options right here. It's either deck on Ansbach or on Ingolstadt. We could do the Palatinate as well, but I'm going to do them a little later. Let's do Ansbach because Ingolstadt is actually allied to Bohemia, and I can make them end that alliance in the same war. So, yeah, let's go. And we're done here. Let's take Ansbach. Mine's ditched me as well. Now let's try these guys again. Linked up with Brandenburg, so we still got 4 voters. And I have been elected. I'm the HRE Emperor. Very nice. Okay, so now what we can do is actually eat up Ulm, man, to form Swabia, because Ulm is a necessary province for that. But there we go. Let's take Charlemagne's Legacy. That gives us a bunch of Diplo rep as well. And I can, since we don't care about Imperial Authority, I can start revoking free city statuses, which I think I need. Yeah, we need 5 Imperial Authority for that. So yeah, whenever I get authority, I'll just revoke the status of anyone that's closest to me, at least for now. Hey, there's 5 Imperial Authority and revoke free city status on Ulm. Okay, now that that's done, wait, Burgons, Regensburg. Do I wait to revoke it on Burgons too so we can annex them? Actually, we don't border them. Yeah, let's just go in, man. Let's just go in. There we go, Diplomat is back. Aw, Hungary took Silly. Cool, that's a wrap, and Ulm is ours. Excellent. We need 3 more Swabian culture provinces to form it, and if we go into the culture map mode, click on Swabian. Yeah, it's really gotta be Donauwörth from Ingolstadt, who's now a junior partner of Landshut, Augsburg, and then one of Constanz or Memmingen, because I don't want to fight Austria now for Sungda or Bressigau. Alright, new burger loans, started building up some cannons, and we can do some, some buildings. Finally, let's put down a marketplace in Strasbourg. We'll build one in Ulm as well. Let's put one down in Stuttgart, why not? Yeah. Centralized. Conquer new states. Nice, needed these claims. Oh, there's Burgundian succession. Naples got him. Interesting. We can demand that the Low Countries be released. If they accept, they pop out. If they don't, I auto-declare a war on them. I don't want to abandon the claims, I don't think. We can press our claim on Burgundy with restoration of union. Who would help, though? Not a lot of people. I wonder if we link up with some, we can actually link up with some pretty powerful countries. Let's try and do that. All right, I'll link up with some of these guys. Probably none of them would be willing to accept. Yeah, as expected, but whatever. Let's give this a shot. Is this auto-declare? I think this one is auto-declare as well. Restoration of Union on Burgundy. They're freaking huge, dude. We're gonna get coalition, man. I've never been on this side of doing stuff with Burgundy, I don't think, ever in playing EU4. Huh. What if we abandon our claims? We can just hit them later, right? Support independence maybe, but they don't like me. What's Austria's reason for not joining? Destabilize. Maybe because they got access or something? Probably not. I'm gonna try the PU route. If we can't do it, I'll just peace out as soon as possible. Why not? Oh, there it is. We've gone to war with Naples. Yeah, this is an auto declare as well. The goal is to PU Burgundy. Who's willing to come in? Hey, Austria changed its mind. Excellent. That's what I was actually hoping for that, man. Yeah, Austria is pretty strong, even though they're not the emperor. Okay. We do outnumber them. Burgundy's disloyal, so they won't directly fight us. Well, they will if we siege them. I wonder how much A it will be. Let's see. Actually, that's not that bad. All right, got Dijon. Let's pick up a second idea group during this war. I think we definitely want to go with a mill-related one here, man, or maybe even humanist, shoot, for not having to deal with rebels, even though rebellions actually aren't that bad. I think I do want to pick up a mill one, though. Let's go offensive. And more people keep, you know, coming in. I dragged in Cologne. There's the Pope, too. Radical reforms coming in during the war, which is great. There we go. There's the points. Let's hire them back. Actually, I want the... let's get the Diplorep guy. Now, obviously, whenever you force PU someone, they're not gonna like you, but no risk of a coalition, man. It's just some guys being slightly mad, like Bologna, Ferrara, and Lucca might not even join. And I'm actually gonna keep my alliances with these big guys over here, just so no one declares, but... yeah, there's union with Burgundy, war ups and money, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we've PU'd Burgundy, and their necessary provinces are in the HRE. Obviously, I will have to integrate them in 50 years, which is quite a lot, and at that point, I will, you know, give this back or release someone to the provinces that aren't in the HRE, even if Burgundy does end up adding them to the HRE. Well, they're actually not even that disloyal. Either way, with that done, we got 15 Imperial Authority. I'm actually going to go ahead and keep revoking free city statuses on the guys around me, even though we're not immediately going to get into wars. There we go. Revoked it on Rothenburg, Memmingen, and Constance. What? Really? Now, they are solo, but them joining would enable them to expand into Brandenburg or Bohemia right here. They're allied to Brandenburg, so they won't, but potentially into Bohemia. I don't think I let them in. Why would I let them in? Yeah, let's cause adverse development in Poland, man. I don't care. Well, Nitra somehow popped out, and Bohemia is planning to declare on that, so excellent. The strongest country in the HRE is about to become stronger. All right, now that we've chilled a bit and that Burgundy is loyal, it's time to advance with our little side goal of forming Swabia by declaring on Memmingen. I can take Donauwörth from their subject, which is going to put me at 10. No, it's not going to put me at 10. Yeah, I need 3 of these 4, right? Yeah, Swabia, kind of hard to form, not gonna lie. Yeah, let's declare a Memmingen then. No, I won't co-belligerate Lane's Hut. Let's call in, I don't know. Frick it. And we're done. Gonna do it in the same peace deal, just this, because I don't want to make too many people mad. Now, we're actually pretty close to that point where people will start accepting diplo-vassalizations by us. If we grow a little bit more, there's the Swabian League. Permaclaims will be more likely to revolt from its oppressors. Brescia and Sundau. Yeah, we could get some separatists there. Not give access to Austria or something like that, but yeah, that's okay. There's another mission too, build buildings. Revoking free city status time. And there's our first diplo-vassalization on Brigance. Now, the only thing with these guys is we don't really want to annex them / integrate them until we've dismantled the HRE, because we'll have the annexed member of the empire modifier or whatever it is. Yo, Empress Renata is made into a general? Is this like the only way you can get a female general aside from Joan of Arc and stuff like that? I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Damn. Let's not have her die in battle just yet. You know, she may not know how to rule, but she sure does know how to do everything else, man. And these are some pretty good skills as well. Traits, whatever. Damn, I don't think I've ever actually gotten a woman general, man. That's really cool. Yo. Hell yeah. Well, I haven't had generals this good, you know. You don't ever get them, man, unless you general max and fight max, like, you know, get all of the offensive, defensive, aristo, blah, 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 get the, you know, ideas and missions that gives you extra pips. And in 1499 too, these are like insane generals. And Mari tradition really wasn't that bad. It's really just luck on the 100 tradition, obviously, general. And with her, I mean, maybe it's more powerful for like converting rulers or whatever, right? But yeah, Christian right here, 6'4", dude. Nutty. What's Swabian ideas, by the way? That's something I have to look up for. EU4 Swabia. Yeah, are theirs better than what we have right here? Because Württemberger ones are really good, man. And now we got with Swabia right here, and I'm actually gonna show screen to you guys as well. Manpower good, improve relations great. Maintenance, inflation, diplomatic relations, impact, morale of armies. I mean, it's similar. It's similar. What's the AE impact on this one? Yeah, they're kind of like more powerful versions of Württemberger ones, aren't they? Yeah, in that case, we're gonna take Swabian ones. I think what we do here is declare on Constance and co-belligerent Augsburg. Or wait, what if we call Austria in and then co-belligerent Augsburg? Yeah, it goes away. So I do need to use favors here, which I do have quite a lot with Austria, to make them break their alliance with Augsburg, and then we hit Constance and Augsburg, and we get the final two Swabian provinces. Actually, we only need one, but frick it, we might as well conquer both, right? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, made Austria ditch that alliance. Let's hit Constance and Augsburg and call in everyone because Venice is involved and we want to make this war fast, right? I just love it when my minions do everything for me, and yes, I'm realizing this is quite a lot of overkill for fighting Constance and freaking Augsburg, dragging everyone in. And I keep forgetting I actually have Burgundy. They're really powerful. I don't need allies with Burgundy. And my army's pretty huge too, but I love looking at the game and relaxing when someone else can do the work, you know? All right, I'm actually gonna swap to this over here, man, for the vassals. They actually stood on Venice. And we're done. There's both of those provinces. As soon as we core them up, we'll form Swabia. What's A looking like? It's alright. Let's wrap on offensive. Finished up Diplo a little earlier. Let's take this. Diplo rep is nice. All good here. Still being voted for. Right now, it seems that the most powerful countries we have to fight for HRE provinces are Hungary, which has some good alliances, and France, obviously, because they've gone and took Saluzzo. There it is, scored everything up, and we can form Swabia. We will take new traditions and ambitions. The mission tree is slightly expanded to these missions down here, so if we do this, if we get those Austrian provinces, we gain further claims, Swabian allies of Swabia, but there are no Swabian allies. You pretty much gotta conquer all of them. So a little bit of a redundant mission right there. Further claims on Tyrol, on Austria and Venice and stuff. Further claims on Italy, down more in Italy, south of Germany and Italy. Yeah, it's pretty much like conquer all of the Germanys and Italy, which is this mission tree. We probably don't care about that too much. But yeah, Swabian ideas already showed off, man. When I showed off the thing earlier, they're pretty good. Basically buffed versions of, you know, what you call it, Württemberg ideas. Wait, what? The Duchess of Burgundy dies. It's the horse event. I didn't think about this at all because I thought you can't get it unless you insta-get them. But I guess, you know, unless they choose you is what I mean to say, but I guess this is still a part of that because it was still during the incident. This is awesome. We don't gotta wait 50 years to integrate them. This is dope, dude. I could kiss that horse. I really could. And there we go. There's all of Burgundy inherited. Perfect. So I do not want to have this land. Obviously, I said we can't have any land outside of the original HRE provinces. So do I release subjects here and go over force limit? We're probably gonna have to do like, unless I feed all of this to like Flanders, release like Nevers here, and down here I'm actually gonna have to give this back to Burgundy. And we could release like Bar over here, or release Provence, but their capital is gonna pop out here, which means we won't be able to seize it from them. And the same thing with Bar, I think. Yeah, this land we won't be able to keep. Do I keep the northern land, though? If I don't take it, France will take it, and that's gonna make them more powerful. I really don't know. You know, some of you, I guess, are wondering, why does he do such stupid self-imposed goals? It's to make things a little harder and more fun, and so we can have dilemmas and challenges like this, you know? Not everything is about being the biggest. It's about, you know, having fun. So, you know what? I think I am gonna release Flanders, man. I'm gonna release Flanders. There we go. And I'm gonna give them these two provinces to prevent, you know, France from expanding into there. Then here, we can release... Actually, we can release Nevers. That's how we do it. We release Nevers, they pop out in those two, and then I can give these to Nevers as well. Yep, that's the workaround right there. So let's grant them that, that, and that right there. Perfect. So now I officially hold only HRE provinces, and we got two pretty strong vassals here. Honestly, pretty strong. You know, defensive admin and defensive religious is what they got. Do I turn them into marches? I wonder, you know? Little roleplay style. I think I do. I think I do. It's not like we need the money. Even though they got really rich land, we still don't need the money. There we go, marches. Okay, so marches are guys we're not gonna annex. Vassals are guys we are gonna annex. Speaking of vassals, I'm trying to diplo-vassalize Rothenburg here, so let's continue with that. And also I need to full state the stuff I just inherited from Burgundy. At this point, it is not the Age of Reformation just yet, and the Protestant Reformation hasn't spawned, but we do need to move our capital in order to avoid the whole Netherlands breaking free. So what I'm going to do is move my capital to Amsterdam and accept Burgundian and Walloon. Aside from that, we're going to have to accept like Czech and stuff like that, but that's way later. Just diplo-vassalized Rothenburg. What do we go with religion? Let's stay Catholic. Why not? Let's stay Catholic. Since we're so big now, probably other people would accept diplo-vassalizations. Yeah, like everyone. We're gonna need we're gonna need influence for our third one. Oh, Venice blew up, which is nice. For conquering stuff later. Revoke the free city status earlier of like Frankfurt too. We can pass an imperial form. Sure. I thought that said something else. What the hell? I thought that said something else. All right, a little bit of time has passed. Let's continue with our conquests. I'm gonna hit Ingolstadt. Okay, we're done here. That's quite a lot. I'm gonna take that, make them release Salzburg. Salzburg, diplo-vassalized. Got Gelre earlier. I was trying to go for the 3 leagues, but they ended up fighting France, and France made them break the alliance, so now I can't. Protestant just spawned. Doesn't really matter to me. In frickin' Nitra? Well, Regensburg expanded here a little bit, and now I got them, too. Oh, there is influence. We literally gotta get it. Alright, A is down again. We should start pushing towards Italy a little bit, because France and Tuscany are kind of going wild over here. So yeah, let's declare on Switzerland. I'll call in everyone into this just because Bohemia is involved, and out of them, I'll make them release a bunch of guys as well. So yeah. Alright, I'll make Bohemia release Lusatia and Moravia. I think they're slightly too big for us to diplo-vassalize, but still, we're making them weaker. And now a peace out on Switzerland. I think I'll make them return Elance to the 3 leagues. And can I do this? No, I can't do that. I cannot do that. I can do this. Barely. Yes, Lusatia and Moravia are too big to diplo-vassalize as expected, but still, we're cool. We'll fight them whenever we fight them. And there's once again the 3 leagues in its original form, so yeah, man, yeah, some expensive-ish provinces over here in the Alps. We've got quite a few subjects. We're way over relations limit, obviously. I do plan on annexing all of these guys. It's just when I get started, man, they got all that, you know, annexed HRE member modifier or whatever. Or do we still do it? We can do it on Burgance. We can do it on Rothenburg too. They're like the first 2 guys that we got. Just annex both of them. I know, but frick it, right? So, you know, that's the modifier we got. Annexed a member of the Holy Roman Empire, minus 50. Yeah, annexed vassal, minus 60, since they're already our vassal, you know? It's a pretty big war here. I've replaced them with Frankfurt and Trent. You know, something I'm noticing is Milan is still a monarchy. I wonder if Austria got the event to PU them or vassalize them if they're a republic, or does it happen later? I think it can happen this late. We got this Opium Würzburg with a lot of cores. I'm actually gonna fight Hesse now and reconquer some cores. Bamberg is also a core of it, of Würzburg, so... But they're not coming in, it's the other way around. Okay, doesn't matter. No. Hey, there it is. But it's still a subjugation, isn't it? Yeah, it's still a subjugation. It's definitely gonna be cheaper to do it rather than to, you know, fight them regularly. Their allies are Austria and Mantua. I can make Austria end the alliance easy. I am going to take this, and I'm going to try and go in that war. If aggressive expansion is too high, I'm just going to white piece them. Simple. Also, for here, none of this really matters. Okay, we're done here. Giving those back to Würzburg, and if I do this, I won't do this just in case the Milan thing. Let's see. All right, we're chilling here, still being voted for. Let's make Austria do that. I should have favors again with them. Break alliance. Milan, they won't accept. They won't accept. Is this the favors one? Or is the Great Power one? It's the Great Power one. I'm stupid. I always make that mistake. There's the favors one, of course. All right, let's give it a shot. Maybe it's not that much aggressive expansion, and we don't need all of Milan. Or actually, we do need all of Milan. We do, because these start off owned by Venice, but they are a part of the HRE. Yes. All right, what's the damage? It should be less than a regular thingy. That is so not worth it, dude. Or is it? It's 90, and we do get all of it instantly. Let's see, who is really going to join? Bayreuth ain't going to join. Neither is Aragon. Neither is Bamberg. Neither is Hungary. Yeah, I'm going to get coalition, but frick it. Why not? There we go. Yeah, 2 big boys, but... So, an elector got annexed. It was Trier. Who do I give it to? Someone I'm going to fight later? Mecklenburg, maybe? Also annexed whoever was here, man. It was Salzburg and then not Ingolstadt, the other guys. Regensburg, yeah. Annexed those two guys. How did Mainz have the balls to declare this, and how is Brandenburg that weak that they're losing? I can coalition Mainz. I won't coalition Mainz. I already got a coalition on me. Ungrateful pricks. Coalition's gone. Simple as that. Yeah. Our improved relations is just too powerful. Speaking of, now, my subjects here obviously have ended up joining the HRE, but that's, you know, beside the point. Decline of the Hansa. Who do I embargo? Denmark, sure. Yeah, they're my ally, but hey. Alright, AE has chilled a little bit. I think I'm gonna go ahead and consume the Palatinate here. Alright, that's 100%. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Cool, cool, cool. Expansion continues. Wait, who else got annexed? No, Mainz is an elector. Who else got annexed? The Palatinate. That I annexed. Okay. I need to grant an electorate right here. Obviously, it's going to be easier to dismantle the HRE if I don't grant an electorate, but I think whoever gets elected will just grant one anyway, right? To whoever they want, so... frick it, I don't care. Picked up, Liège and Magdeburg. Just ditched all my HRE allies. I don't care if I don't get voted for. I'm gonna ditch Austria too. It's time to start fighting them as well. Damn, what the hell? That's France. Alright, I'm gonna go back on Switzerland now. Council of Trent fired. I realize some of my provinces are converted, but no big deal. I'm going conciliatory for the improved relations here, man. And we're done. Yeah, quite a lot, but it's okay. Or no, actually it was stupid that I broke my alliance with Austria, man, because I want to make them end some other alliances too, right? Yeah, let's stay linked up with Austria. Also, we still have to ally the electors when we fight Austria. None of this makes any sense anymore. I don't know the right time to dismantle the HRE, man. Obviously, we can be faster if we dismantle it now, but then again, what if we don't dismantle it? What if we just end up the only ones in it? I guess the goal is to dismantle it, so. What we really need is actually to not get elected, then ally the electors, then fight the next emperor. Well, obviously, soon we're gonna have the War of the Protestant League, too, right? Annex the 3 leagues. Yo, 4 provinces? Brunswick would accept? It's just so easy, combined with the fact that you can also bestow imperial grace. But what is this? East Frisian conquest of Meppen. France has like the East Frisia, okay. And 4 province Thuringia. Dude, we're getting powerful, man. Let's just do a quick reconquest on this. Yeah, man, this is like... this is like revoke playthrough already. And they're all loyal, dude. They're all vassals and they're all loyal, too. Milan is the biggest one that's disloyal, obviously. Now here we probably make Brandenburg release a bunch of guys and then we vassalize them, right? So we can do Saxony, which is gonna have 3 provinces. We can do Lusatia with 3 provinces, or no, do we do someone bigger? Wolgast, 5 provinces, or actually 4 only. And then Rupen? Sure. And that's a Korbach. Let's get to... We don't need absolutism. I'd rather do this. I'm annexing Gilray and Würzburg. It's actually really not that bad with the whole annexed HRE member modifier, especially with me bestowing grace and it being so cheap. So, look, man, even like the lowest one is like Liège with 117, so really not bad at all, man. Yeah, pretty good. Also, we can coalition Tuscany. What the hell did they do? Savoy's tricky. Actually, very tricky. Ally to Castile guaranteed by France. God damn it. Munich? Denmark is defender of the Protestant faith. No, I don't even got a lot of claims anymore, man. I don't even got a lot of claims anymore. Let's start chopping down Mainz, actually. We can do a reconquest for Leipzig. How the hell does Mainz own that? What the hell? Yeah, now we're tanking so much imperial authority to where we can't bestow imperial grace. So that's a little bit tricky in trying to diplo-vassalize some larger guys, but we're okay. Okay, with Mainz, I'm actually gonna make them return a bunch of stuff and break guys free, giving Leipzig to Saxony, and that's it. Okay, picked up Bergen Trier from that. I am currently not being voted for. Oh my god, we're gonna suck with this once we stop being emperor. Yeah, see, now they don't like me that much. Yeah, because some of these guys weren't my vassals before. The guys that were my vassals do like me, or that I just vassalized, but the other guys not so much. Okay, made Austria break the alliance with Munich. Denmark is gonna help these guys, but let's go in. Call in Poland. Alright, make Brandenburg release Lusatia. Give this back to Thuringia. Make Denmark release Holstein. And I'm gonna rock a full annex on Munich and their subject Landshut down here. Yeah. There we go. So, lost a diplomat too, goddammit. I'm annexing Liège right now, and working on diplo-vassalizing Lusatia, which it does seem like they still accept. However, I have stopped being the emperor. It's Austria now. Ugh, Brandenburg doesn't like me, neither does Bohemia. Austria's not allied to them. I'm not linked up with any of these guys. Interestingly, I think I can link with Mainz here. Yeah. Cologne too. No way with Bohemia, no way with Brandenburg, and the other guy is Mecklenburg, who doesn't like us. Why? And Austria will grant electorships here, I think. At least we got Lusatia. We are over GovCap. Oh, damn, I think we swapped Dyna. Yeah, we got the Trastamara's in charge now. That's why freaking legitimacy is tanked. That actually sucks. Also, the Great Peasants' War, also disloyal burghers, also religious unity, so I'm just fighting a ton of rebels now. Oh yeah, annexing Milan too. Next idea group time. We could go with another mill one here, or we could go with something like humanist. Which, how is it really gonna help? It's not really gonna help, is it? We're good on the economy, man. We're making bank. Yeah, let's go defensive. Yep, general maxing, everyone. General maxing. Right, I forgot to do wars a little bit. Not gonna lie. Got a truce with Mainz. Who the hell is this? East Frisia. Not gonna do them. They're actually strong. There's still a lot of people we can diplo-vassalize, man. It's just, now my relations suck. I'm actually annexing Milan right now, too. They're huge. Yeah, there's just so many guys we can diplo-vassalize, and I don't really want to be fighting the guys we can diplo-vassalize, right? Maybe we start hitting Bohemia again, huh? Yeah, let's like do exactly that, dude. I can also make them release like Opole and Glogau right there. Ooh, we can also make Tuscany release a bunch of people down in Italy. Like Genoa, Ferrara, Bologna. But do we want to do that now? Because I'll have to diplo-vassalize them. No, I'll do it separately on them. I'll still make them release a bunch of people, but not now. Alright, done with Bohemia. Let's first make them release Glogau. Actually, do we do Silesia, all of it? Yeah, Opole doesn't exist. Yeah, I am going to do all of Silesia, I think. Then let's take... Well, we can't take that much. Silesia is actually quite a lot of war score. That's already quite a lot of... yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, we can't get Silesia. They're actually too big, but that's okay. At least we made Bohemia weaker. Austria did grant out electorships as expected. It's Cleves and Lippe. Okay, A is not bad. I'm actually going to fight Mainz. And... yeah, these are really high-def provinces, man. That's the thing, but we gotta do it. And yeah, I know we're doing it the hard way, boys, without still having dismantled the HRE, but that's okay, man. That's okay. Milan annexed, finally. Damn, they were the most rowdy ones. Build manufactories, okay. Imperial conquest. Ooh, -5 years of separatism is very nice, and a bunch of claims too, which is exactly what we needed. Alright, now I'm actually just gonna do a regular conquest for, on Tuscany, but nothing really for. All I'm gonna make them do is release everyone we can here. Alright, so we don't want to make them release too big nations that we can't diplo-vassalize. If we do Genoa here, this is over 100 devs, so we definitely want to make them do Ferrara. Bologna is not in. We want to make them do Siena, Pisa, Lucca, Corsica. Yeah, and I think I can diplo-vassalize all 5 of these guys. Alright, annexing Trier right now. There's already Ferrara. Yeah, we can easily do all of these guys. Nice. And there's the last one, Corsica. So yeah, we've saved ourselves from conquering like 46, 35, 33, 32 dev. Corsica, of course, is easy. Could have easily been conquered, but a lot of these other guys are really high dev. Yeah, we can make them do Genoa, I guess, later for these two. And then what we need to conquer from them is only these two. Bologna, Ravenna, you know, Urbino, Mantua, Padua right here. They're not a part of the HRE. So this, I mean, you guys know the border, man. It's like this. All right, annex Trier and Frankfurt. Do we have something better here? No. By the way, these thingies have formed. You know, Protestant side is extremely weak. I don't think they're gonna declare a minor conquest here. Oh, yeah. Annexing Berg and Saxony now. Just under GovCap. The construction obviously is helping. God damn it. I'm helping Denmark fight Scotland. And in this war, it was Scotland, Sweden, Brittany, and Aachen. Denmark just gave me Aachen. Okay, they didn't freak me too much, but still dangerous. Like, what's the most vassals we had at one point, man? It's... How much do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, whatever. Yeah, I feel like we've been floating around this number like 14 to 18 for a while now. It's pretty good. Everyone's loyal, man. Yeah, annexing Saxony and Berg right now. Like I said, we're still like way over relations limits. So the thing is, though, we can still diplo-vassalate so much more, and this is also a way of conquest, boys. Except this doesn't generate aggressive expansion. It only costs a ton of diplo points. We can do Utrecht, Hesse, Osnabrück, and Rügen, which they're all OPMs, sure, but yeah, after that, I think we're done, man. After that, I think we're done. Oh, Religious League fired. Wait, aren't I supposed to be in it as well? Because, I'm Austria's ally? Or... I think... Yeah, I can't because I'm already fighting Sweden. There's something that's holding me up right here. Yeah, it's probably the fact that I'm, fighting Scotland and Sweden, right? Yep. More than obviously, Catholics are gonna win this. It's Austria, France, Portugal, Denmark, Bohemia, even though they're not that strong. It's a bunch of losers on this side. So yeah, Catholics are winning. I'm gonna fight Cologne now. Cologne here, their provinces are probably pretty high def, man. What if we do this? We can't do that. We cannot do that. Let's do that. So this province I took from Cologne, I actually sold it to Hesse for 0 ducats. So this, which was their core, so I can diplo-vassalize them. You know, I didn't realize how long this would take. Oh, what the hell? How did... Trent just got supported, bro. But everyone else is loyal. Huh. How did Trent become disloyal? Yeah, they strongly dislike me. Alright, I'm gonna have to fight these assholes as soon as... Now? As soon as now? Hold up. Okay, yeah, we can make Poland end their alliance with France. And then I can fight France with the help of Denmark, Austria, Castile, and the Pope. Wait, is the Protestant League war over already? Who the hell won? Yeah, Catholic won. Okay. Yeah, what is France thinking, bro? They're kind of stupid. Let's, yeah, I'm gonna declare for, like, Montferrat or something like that. I hate that this list scrolls back up when you do this, bro. There's a list like this in EU5 as well. Ah, it's the building one. I hate it. Yeah, I hate resetting lists. Okay, well, I don't know what France was thinking with their dumbass declaration, but, yeah, let's go absolutely crush them. I'll 100% these guys and make them release more than they have to, just because I hate them for supporting Trent. But I think that I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I'm getting pretty tired. Alright, it's the next day. War with France is done. Let's go ahead and take every province that they own that used to be a part of the HRE. Quite a lot of A, but no problem. We're chilling. Wrapped up offensive. So there's, you know, another diplomat. Annexed Corsica, annexing Ferrara, Lucca, and Siena too. Annexed some more guys. Diplo-vassalized Stettin. Let's finish off Cologne. Alright, we're done here. Helping Denmark in this war doesn't really matter. I'm gonna hit Savoy because no one wants to help them. Done with Savoy. Annexing Pisa, diplo-vassalized Dithmarschen. Let's go in on, who's this? On Osnabrück. Done with Osnabrück, nice. Just helped out Austria and some stuff, annexing Hesse and Brunswick right now. It's still okay with the opinion and stuff like that, because, you know, we can still influence nation and send gifts and stuff like that, and obviously during wars, the opinion increases quite a lot, so, yeah, we're not struggling as much as I thought we would with the annexed HRE member thing. Let's do Cleves and Utrecht. Made Austria break the alliance with Cleves, by the way. Obviously, we're in the age of absolutism right now, boys, in case you guys haven't noticed, but it really doesn't matter, man. We're not fighting massive guys that we need to be full annexing in one wars. We literally don't need absolutism for anything this campaign. In fact, it's at 0. Max absolutism is no absolutism. Tier something got reform time. Tier 8, this is more about trade and stuff. It really, once again, doesn't matter over here. Let's go domestic trade power. We are done with whoever we're fighting here. Really, even though this seems to be a lot of absolutism, there's just so few nations left right here that it doesn't matter at this point. Wait, who am I fighting? The Pope? I like the Pope. No, I like the Pope. There we go. Good thing I noticed that. Done. Okay, now let's fight Tuscany. I'm actually going to be calling in everyone over here because France, Sweden, and Aragon are involved. So let's go. I'm going to make them release Genoa from these two. Then I can diplo-vassalize them, and then I'm going to take Florence and Arezzo. Really high-def provinces, but it's got to be done. And with that, we'll be actually done with Italy because these are the last provinces we need. Bologna obviously doesn't start off in the HRE. Neither does Mantua. This is owned by Venice over here. Pope, Venice. Wait, no, Mantua does start off in the HRE. What the hell? I just noticed that. Yeah, I'm looking at the picture on my other monitor here. In that case, we make them release Genoa and Mantua. Okay, making Lübeck release a bunch of guys that we can maybe diplo-vassalize. There we go. Holstein, Saxe-Lauenburg, Lüneburg, Rupen. Alright, we seem to be done here. Let's see if we can actually do that. So making them release Genoa from these two and Mantua. And yes, I can take Florence and Arezzo. Perfect. Okay, we're done. I'm gonna diplo-vassalize these guys. Gonna try and go for these guys up north too. But something else I've been doing here, folks, is getting cozy with Mecklenburg and Goslar. I influenced them and sent them gifts. So now I can ally Goslar. I will do the same with Mecklenburg and with Riga. They're the only electors left. If Austria appoints any other electors, as long as it's not Lübeck, I can still link with them. If they give it to Silesia, it's still good because they're allied, so I think it's time to dismantle the HRE. Ah, damn, can't do it on Genoa. I own Lucca and Corsica, which are their cores, and if I give it back to them, they're actually going to be over 100. That's okay, we'll take care of them later. I guess we're not done with Italy yet. God damn it, I own Mantua and core provinces too. Okay, whatever. Okay, working on a diplo-vassalizing the guys up north. Did it on Lüneburg and Saxe-Lauenburg. Holstein and Rupen are next. There's another idea group time. I think what I'm gonna go with here is... I actually don't know. Espionage? Sure. And there's Rupen, the final one up north, just annexed Magdeburg, annexing Thuringia. I'm needing to start give out subsidies as well to get these guys to like me. As you can see, there's I just, you know, slid it because we're gonna annex them anyway. It really doesn't matter how much we're spending, but yeah, I have to do that too. Okay, so these are the only three electors: Riga, Mecklenburg, and Goslar. I guess they're the only valid guys, right? I have broken my alliance with Austria. The truce is gonna expire in just about 3 years right here. We're gonna declare on Austria. It is gonna be a regular conquest, gonna make Poland break that alliance too, so it's not a big deal. And while we occupy Vienna, dismantle HRE, then we're gonna take stuff too. Very simple. I do have to fight France again though, because they've taken Mantua, but no big deal. Alright, truce with Austria is up. Let's make Poland break that alliance first. There we go, they will accept. And now let's go ahead and declare on Austria, ladies and gentlemen. I am allied to Mecklenburg, Goslar, and Riga to dismantle the HRE. We just need to control Vienna. I'm gonna declare for, doesn't matter, I guess, for Intal. Let's see who we can call in. I can call in Denmark, call in Holstein, let's call in Mecklenburg, Castile, Goslar, everyone. We actually don't need to do this, but whatever. And there it is, we got Vienna, and we can finally... dismantle HRE. There we go. One of our goals is accomplished. Now we just need to conquer everything that was in the HRE. Let's upgrade to a kingdom and to an empire. Finally not over GovCap again. Yeah, let's continue. Now, of course, that whole annexed HRE member modifier goes away and it's just annexed vassal, white isn't that bad. White peace to England, and now that we're done with Austria, you might be thinking to yourself, we released Tyrol or something like that, but they no longer have cores. We actually don't want to do that. Let's just, what do we do here? That? No, this is way too much. Not that I'm really gonna get coalition here, but let's, yeah, we'll just keep chopping them down. I'll do something like, I don't know, this. Okay, with that done, I've also diplo-vassalized Goslar and Mecklenburg, ditched my alliance with Riga, and there's another mission. We just gained some claims, blah, blah, blah. The Stem Duchy, more claims. We got Tyrol, Austria shall fall, more claims. A foothold in Italy, more claims. And we're chilling. I've also started annexing Trent. Diplo-vassalization on Holstein, which I forgot I didn't do, and also annexed Lusatia. Genoa is, I got a truce with them. I was gonna say allyless. Who can we do here then? Bremen? Why would Denmark come in? Denmark is defender of the Protestant faith. Okay, we'll drag in Poland then and annex a bunch of other guys. We can co-belligerate Dortmund, Hamburg? Yeah, Dortmund, Hamburg, Lübeck, no, not Lübeck. Rügen? Yeah, Dortmund, Hamburg, Rügen, and Bremen. Let's give Rügen to Wolgast. I'm gonna take Dortmund for myself. I'm gonna give Hamburg to Saxe-Lauenburg, and then I'll take Bremen. How are we looking? Looking good. Alright, so it's East Frisia, Lübeck, Brandenburg, Tiny Silesia, Bohemia here. We probably do need to get into it with Bohemia. Yeah, let's do that. Religious unity? 70, forced conversion. Okay, we don't want to do that. Yeah, Bohemia is gonna be expensive, so let's go. Alright, quick and easy war, even though we had to actually piece up Portugal right here. I think I take this so we border Silesia so we can eat that up. Let's take this as well. This, well, we can't full annex them, so I might as well take this later, right? So, this is quite a lot of... Actually, it's over 100 overextension, man. There we go. Hey, still not a problem. Only certain nations are mad. Annexed Lüneburg, annexing Saxe-Lauenburg, and who else? No one else, I guess. Let's go ahead and hit Genoa, their alley-less. All right, that's a wrap on Genoa. We're gonna full annex them here. Ooh, Poland doesn't want to break an alliance? Even with favors? What the hell? I wanted to make them break their alliance with Brandenburg so we can hit them because they've entered a coalition. Them, Silesia, Lubeck. Even if these other guys join, it's still not a problem, boys. We just gotta keep chopping these guys down to size. Who do I not have a truce with? See, the thing is, if I hit Brandenburg here, I don't want to fight Poland. Silesia I can do as well, but they're also allied to Poland. We can do Lubeck. That's gonna co-belligerent Brandenburg and Silesia. Bring these guys in, get Poland and the Pope in. Oh, we can even do a reconquest for something. Neubrandenburg and Rostock. Yeah, let's do that. No one can coalition you if there's no one to coalition you, right? So, oh, right, we can't... God damn it. Oh, we can't separate peace coalition members. I'm stupid. Okay, let's give that back. Yeah, we can't even full annex Lubeck here. What if we just give this to Mecklenburg? Full annex Silesia? Yeah, let's take whatever, man. All right, I'm gonna hit France now before they can coalition me as well, because I do actually need Mantua from them. I'm gonna call in Poland and Castile, and we're gonna create a mega truce with everyone. Okay, everyone is out except for Congo, which we're not gonna walk to. I want Mantua from France, and then let's make them... I don't know, cancel Joloff, release Naples, release Fulo, give me your money, war reps, they won't accept war reps, frick it, no war reps then. There we go. Okay, big truce with France, and we got Mantua. We're officially done with Italy, we're done with all of this side. Austria is still fairly big, one Bohemian province too, and then we got like Brandenburg, Lubeck, and East Frisia here, which we'll get to. But there's Crush the Lombards, further claims on stuff I'm not interested in. Let's embrace manufactories, get that. Core the province up when we have the points. Okay, now let's look to annex some more subjects. Okay, annexed Goslar and Rupen. Let's head Austria because we do need to keep truce juggling them. We're just gonna declare for that right there. Call in Poland and Castile. Britain is in this, which is gonna make this slow, but no big deal. It's actually not that hard to peace out Britain, and wasn't England earlier as well, because they got Calais, they got Cayenne, they got Laborda, lots of forts over here, which does actually contribute to a significant amount of war score, you know? Okay, let's actually give Britain stuff, man. They want some New World things and some money from me. We're not losing anything here, so there you go, Britain's out. And with that, we can do what we want to Austria. Let's lock down this border, get this southern portion, and do something like this. But that still puts me over 100%, and which is something I don't want. Okay, let's take these things then, and then this. Yeah, like this I border Bohemia too, which I can annex now because we're gonna declare on East Frisia, who is allied to Bohemia, and I'm gonna drag in Austria again, which will reset my truce with Austria, and I can make them end the alliance with Britain. So let's declare for Utrecht. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now engaging into what has been dubbed 20 war exhaustion gaming, because I actually have to finish coring some of these provinces from Austria to be able to peace out Bohemia, so that I can then continue to core the provinces that are also Bohemian cores, so that I can then finish those, so that I can then peace out East Frisia over here, because all of these provinces are super expensive and lead to a lot of overextension. So staying in this war, not peacing out. Also spying on Hungary, which I'm also gonna declare on while we're in this war, because we do need the province of Scilly from them, because it is originally in the HRE. So after we peace out here, we'll be done with Bohemia, done with East Frisia, done with Hungary. Then we just got Lubeck, Brandenburg, and Austria left, and I think it will be 2 wars versus Austria, so maybe I'm gonna try and find a way to reset my truce with Austria too. If not, we're just gonna do Austria, then these guys, then back to Austria, and we'll be done, and just annexing more subjects. Let's go for the years of separatism here. And wait, what am I sieging? Oh, East. Okay then, I did not know my guys were down here, and in fact, I do not want them to be down there. That's why I got no manpower. Freaking idiots, man. Let's bring them back up north, because I want to declare on Hungary, which I will do just now. Poland is willing to join. Lithuania, the Pope, yeah, that's okay. All right, we can actually peace out Bohemia now. Okay, 20 war exhaustion gaming is definitely ramping up. Good thing I got manpower back quick, because I slackened recruiting standards. Our professionalism was still like here, so Court up the Bohemian things as well. There's a peace out on East Frisia. Remember, we can't take this. It's not originally in the Holy Roman Empire. I don't even have enough admin points to core it up. What's the damage if I take Scilly? 16, which is not gonna put us over, which means, yeah, there's a peace out on Hungary as well, folks. There's a peace out on Hungary as well. Yeah, very nice. Okay, cool. We're done with that as well. The thing is, France and Austria have now coalitioned me. They're the only possible guys that can coalition me. Truce with Lubeck is actually up, but they're fighting each other. Okay, while they're fighting each other, they can't coalition me. So let's wait for this to end. Or no. No, what's their war score cost? We can't let Lubeck win. We can't let Lubeck win. That's the thing. Let's do it. The problem here is I can only annex Lubeck if I take everything myself because it's exactly 100% war score. I wanted to save admin points here and give stuff to my vassals, but I can't. Because of that, we're gonna have to keep, you know, we're gonna have to stay in this war because there's nowhere near enough admin points to do that. So yeah, let's just, we got a claim on Brandenburg, which means we hit them as well, and that's officially our second to last guy on the HRE. Yeah, Austria is really the problem here. Oh, they've left the coalition. Nice. So there's a deck on Brandenburg. At least I can feed their provinces. There's a piece on Brandenburg, this to Wolgast, these two to Stettin. Okay, I got a piece out here and start coring something. There's a piece out on Lubeck, which means over there we're officially done. Let's start coring the most overextendy ones. Those two, for example. And yeah, let's hit Austria, man. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, the stuff from Lubeck is finally cored. War with Austria is done. And what I want to do is probably something like this to surround all of the provinces that I need. And there we go. That's done. Okay, so all we got to do now, folks, is annex our subjects. Wait for the truce with Austria to expire to finish them off. They're still allied to East Frisia and the Pope, so technically I could hit East Frisia or the Pope. Austria comes in, I white peace Austria and resets my truce, but nevertheless, after accomplishing one of our goals and making the HRE not exist, and one of our side goals of forming Swabia, let's complete another one of our side goals by forming Germany. Yes. I also don't think I've ever done this in A to Z either. Lots of firsts and lots of lasts. All right. Alright, when you form Germany, these aren't accepted anymore. This is probably the stupidest mechanic in all of EU4. Who thought of this, bro? Who thought of this? It was a bad idea, whoever thought of it. Let's integrate the Rhinish. Alright, but yeah, let's start coring this up, man. Complete some of the German missions, I guess. United Industry, Blood and Iron, promote urbanization, secure the Low Countries, something there. There we go. Establish the Chancellorship. What happens? Statesman advisor type. Manpower, max absolutism. Sure, more missions down here. Yeah, Germany has a pretty banging mission tree, man. It gives you mega claims. I did a Germany Grand Campaign. Brandenburg to Prussia to Germany. Check that out if you haven't already, by the way. Alright, started annexing all vassals. Of course, we don't have enough Diplo points to do this, but might as well do it because all of them absolutely loved me, and yeah, let's do that. Started constructing the Kiel Canal as well, now that we've annexed Holstein. But yeah, this campaign has been super conquest heavy, man, and I actually did enjoy it quite a lot. That's why the last one will be quite different, because there will also be conquest in terms of us adding countries to the HRE, but mostly it'll be a diplomatic focused playthrough as Würzburg, the final HRE nation, man. But yeah, let me know how you're enjoying this episode, man, our second to last HRE country. I know it's been pretty, like, hyper-focused and banging, but I'm really running out of time here, boys. I literally have to leave, you know, for the weekend in, like, an hour and a half, so that's why I'm banging this out. And it's actually being recorded on the same day you're gonna be seeing it, October 10th. But yeah, now I'm gonna declare on the Pope literally only to reset my truce with Austria. No reason. Good relations, whatever. Austria white peaced, Pope white peace too, and there we go. We'll be declaring on Austria December 1686. That's when our final war is. Oh, Hungary declared on Austria? Restoration of Union? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, good thing I white peaced Hungary too, man. Good thing I white peaced Hungary too. But yeah, built up the armies to the max after we've neglected that for a little bit of time right here because with so many subjects, man, and with our super powerful allies, there was no need to focus on the armies like that. We've integrated Rhinish. Let's do Bavarian. Well, even though I'm still full stating some things over here, our truce is up. A coalition has reformed. Denmark and Tuscany are like needlessly in this war, but yeah, I hope Austria's province war score cost is under 100. Yes, it is. Okay, in that case, man, let's declare on Austria. It'll bring in all of these guys. Call in Poland, and let's go. I can't separate peace anyone, though. That's the thing. I've sent gifts to Tuscany and Denmark, influenced them, guaranteed them to try and get them out, but you need a 50 opinion to get them out. Okay, I allied Aragon and everyone left. There's our final war, folks. All right, whew. Lithuania was kind of a pain in the ass, not even gonna lie. I did even get a stack wiped, but we are officially done. We're officially done, and we can full annex, well, not full annex Austria, because they still have one province, but take everything we need from Austria. And ladies and gentlemen, that's officially our final war done. Took way longer than I thought it would, but mostly because we were kind of chilling and taking it slow. Let's be real, we didn't even dismantle the HRE earlier or anything like that, but after accomplishing one of our goals of dismantling the HRE and two of our side goals, forming Swabia and Germany, now we've accomplished officially another one of our main goals. And if we take a look at this map mode, ladies and gentlemen, we finally own every single province, as far as I can tell, that starts off in the HRE after dismantling the HRE and forming Swabia and Germany. All right, normally I would wait to core everything up, boys, but like I said, I really don't have time. This is a stable run. We're not going to get coalition. We're not going to get blown up. All subjects have been annexed and stuff like that. So I really do have to do the outro right here because I'm really running out of time. But yeah, there you go, man. Started off as the nation of Württemberg and these two provinces right here. Slow and steady expansion. Became emperor, stopped being emperor. You know, was taking it slow, chill expansion. And honestly, our expansion kind of ramped up, even though we were still relatively slow because we were doing very, very heavy subject gaming right here. I probably diplo-vassalized half of the HRE and conquered the other half, man. And obviously, you know, fighting big guys, making them release countries, and then diplo-vassalizing those guys, some reconquests and whatnot. But yeah, we've ended up owning every single province that starts off in the HRE. Ended up number one on the Great Powers list, way more powerful than the Ottomans. These are all of the government reforms right here. We got this German thing that I completely forgot about. Economy doing swell. This is our tech, way behind in some levels, but no big deal. Diplo, offensive influence, defensive, and espionage a little bit. This might have helped a little bit towards the end. You guys know which missions we accomplished. Not a lot of privileges either. Mostly hyper-focused on conquest and even way over Guff Gap over here, as you can see, but still not a risk at all. And yeah, you may not like it, but this is what peak HRE looks like, and that has been yeah, Württemberg, man, and our second to last ever HRE campaign in A to Z. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm very happy to say that this campaign as Württemberg in A to Z has been a success, and that has been Württemberg in A to Z. Don't let me know in the comments below what I should do as Würzburg next time, because I already know we're going to be forming the Holy Roman Empire. Don't worry, Venice is coming to the last EU4 A to Z ever, coming either November 2nd or October 30th? I don't know, 31st, something like that, but end of October, beginning of November, the final A to Z. Put it down in your calendars. Leave a like, subscribe, and that's it for me for now. See you next time.